Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Brennan, and I'd like to welcome you to the Tuesday World Meditation. Tonight, you join me from my home in Naples, New York. This sacred time and space is devoted to our shared practice of entering stillness together and of giving together. Let us first surround and protect ourselves with the love and the grace of God. Before we begin the meditation tonight, I'd like to share a passage from the new message about practice. And I chose this passage and this revelation for the time it was given, what it truly means for all of us, humanity, and how it inspires. It inspires me, but I think it inspires many to engage with the fire of knowledge within us all and with the unseen ones. It also invokes a tremendous amount of gratitude and joy for the unseen ones, the allies of humanity, and our dear messenger. And it reminds me that each day we truly live holds the meaning of Christmas within it. This reading is from the revelation called the Holy Days. It was received by Marshall on December 25th, 2014 in Istanbul, Turkey. Today we shall speak of the holy days on this holy day, when you honor one of the great messengers sent to earth from the angelic assembly. Though this is not the exact date he was born, it is celebrated here. The holy days represent a remembrance of your source, your origin, and your destiny, and if practiced truly, a remembrance of the greater purpose, though you cannot define it, that has brought you into the world. You are here for a purpose, which means you have a destiny in being in the world. A destiny which is beyond your thoughts, your plans and goals, awaiting the time when you would be ready to begin to prepare. What makes the days holy is the remembrance, turning your mind towards heaven and to what heaven has placed within you to follow, the deeper knowledge far beneath the surface of the mind. Any day this can be practiced and considered is a holy day. For you must build your bridge to God as God has already built God's bridge to you. And every day you practice truly, earnestly, purposefully, giving yourself to your effort, giving yourself to the engagement, as we're all doing tonight. You are building this bridge. You're part of the bridge that must be built by you. It is not merely a matter of belief or association or ritual, or visiting the mosque, the church, or the temple. The holy activity is building the engagement, a place in your mind for it to occur, a sacred spot, a clearing in the jungle of the world's thoughts and influences, a sacred place, of engagement and remembrance, a place of prayer, a place of yielding and submission. You know not what you really need in life beyond meeting the basic requirements that are necessary for living in a physical environment such as this. So you must pray that this can be revealed to you. This requires an earnest approach, a humble approach. For God is not here to build up your idea of yourself, but to return you to the purpose for which you have come in the strength and the humility and the compassion that will be necessary for you to approach this over time. This is what makes this day holy, and all days that you practice and come to the engagement holy. What permeates all of these endeavors and activities is the remembrance of your source. And if this remembrance is true and authentic, and if you are freed enough from religious oppression and cultural restraint, you will be able to see clearly that you are sent here for a purpose. And you cannot define that purpose for yourself, for it must be revealed to you over time. For this, you must prepare. This is what you practice on the holy days, the days of remembrance, the days of confession, the days of submission, the days of reverence for your life and the lives of others. This is a day of compassion, a day where you do not judge and condemn yourself or others, a day to practice great forbearance in this regard, a day to suspend your beliefs, your convictions, your attitudes, so that you may listen and feel and hear beyond the normal obsessions and preoccupations of your mind. From where you have come from, every day is holy. But there are no unholy days, so these thoughts will never occur. But in this life, in this world, there must be an effort and a remembrance. There must be an approach and a means of preparation. It is not merely going through the motions of reciting scripture or carrying out ritual in a religious environment. It is something more pure that can be done anywhere, by anyone, under almost any circumstance. It is your honest appeal to know your greater purpose, and through this to re-engage with those who sent you into the world, those who represent the source of your life and the purpose for you being here, things you cannot define for yourself, things which even religion itself cannot fully define. For it exceeds far beyond human awareness and comprehension. Here, you may observe the observed birth dates of all the great messengers, for they have all come from the angelic assembly, you see. They have all been sent by God at a critical turning point in the evolution of humanity and in the growth, expansion, and change of human civilization. A plan so perfect, so great, so overarching that no mind in the world could conceive of it. For God speaks not only for this moment, but for the future as well. And God has spoken again now at a time of the greatest challenge and travail, as humanity faces a world of declining resources and growing population, a time of upheaval, a time of environmental disturbance and instability, a time unlike any time that has ever occurred in the history and memory of mankind. For these days to be holy, you must understand that we are telling you here today, or your observance will be shallow. It will be only to reinforce your own ideas and notions about yourself, and ideas about the world around you. But those are only your ideas and the ideas of others. The holy engagement has not yet taken place. Here you do not give over your life to God, for God needs your intelligence. God needs your worldly experience. God needs your skills here on earth to carry out the greater plan. You must be the captain of your ship. But only God knows where it is going and what its true cargo is and the meaning of the journey itself. The holy days that are commemorated in the memory of the prophets and messengers are an opportunity for you to experience this, a reprieve from your social life, your secular life, an opportunity to engage in a deeper relationship with the source of your life and with those who have sent you into the world, who watch over you even now. This is mysterious. You cannot understand it, but you must learn to participate in it, in what you cannot understand, or your mind will remain small and governed by the world and the forces of the world, the persuasions of the world, the anguish and the anger of the world, the oppression and the corruption of the world. This is what Jesus had to do. This is what Muhammad had to do. This is what the Buddha had to do, to allow their understanding to be eclipsed, not by a greater belief, but by a greater direction, to be guided beyond their understanding in service to the world. They could not even see or understand in service to the future, which was far beyond the present experience at that time. God is with you, but you are looking the other way. Your mind caught up in the world, in your plans, in your fears, your judgments, your haunting memories, your discouragements, your oppression, your overworked life, your life without greater purpose to guide it. You were made for a greater purpose, though its expression will be simple and humble in the world. It is a greater purpose because of its source, because of what it serves, which is beyond human understanding, because it serves not only everyone around you that you know of, but the whole world is as part of God's greater plan. This is the blessing we bring you today, an invitation and encouragement with respect, valuing your life as we do. We are giving you now the clear path through the maze and the jungle of human understanding and confusion. We are offering you a way out of a hopeless situation into a greater life. Greater not only in terms of circumstances, but in terms of your experience, your ability to appreciate every little wondrous thing, your ability to be happy in the moment, your ability to see people with compassion instead of condemnation, your ability to see your life as an ongoing opportunity to entrain yourself to your source and to prepare yourself for the greater mission and purpose for which you have come and which represent the only meaning for you being here. Let these holy days be a remembrance then, an opportunity to see beyond your current perspective, an opportunity to open yourself to grace without petitions, without seeking dispensations, without trying to use God as a kind of personal servant, for that is arrogant and foolish and will never have a good result. You come to give yourself, to offer yourself, and for this God gives you a practice, a way to prepare. For you need to prepare. You cannot go anywhere without this. And your willingness to prepare day by day, no matter what your daily experience might be, is your answer to God. It is the way you commemorate your relationship by building your part of the bridge to your source. This is your work to do. Praying and believing is only a part of the equation. You must build the bridge, following the pathway that God has given you, a greater pathway that stands before you now. Please join me in a 30-minute stillness practice. Take whatever time you need to read your own step and enter stillness when you're ready. Nasi Namari Karam. While we're in this place of stillness, I'd like to share a passage from the New Message speaking about the messenger. And this is from the book, The Worldwide Community of the New Message from God, a chapter called Supporting God's New Revelation. How can the messenger reach the world? He will need your support and assistance. His needs personally are small, but the needs of his mission are great. He is committed to bring the purity of the new message into the world, and he is the one chosen and prepared to do this. People's prayers around the world have been answered in the new message from God. It is not here to replace the world's religions, but to give them a greater understanding, to broaden their horizons, and to bring greater unity between them and within them. Therefore, the message and the messenger will need your recognition, your awareness, and your support. You must look within your heart to answer these questions and to see how to respond to this great calling. But first, you must look at the new message and come to understand really what it is, why it is here, and why its arrival is unprecedented in the world. To do this objectively and honestly, you must look at your own life objectively and honestly. For these things, you do not have an answer. And if you are really honest with yourself, you will realize you really do not have an answer. You do not know what is happening in the universe around you. You do not know how to prepare for the realities of life there. You do not know the complexity of events that are converging upon the world and that will continue to converge into the future. You do not know how to prepare yourself, your mind, your life, your circumstances. How will you protect your family and those you must care for in the face of such great and difficult challenges? For this, you need a new message from God, and you need the wisdom that humanity has garnered over time and how it will respond to great and unexpected change in the world. It is not one nation or group that is challenged now. It is the entire human family. Let's spend a few moments with Marshall together and send him our love, our strength, our devotion, and our gratitude. Now see if there are others in the world or in your own life who need to receive this strength as well. If so, spend a moment sending strength or another quality to these individuals. Nasi Namari Karam. Happy holy days to everyone. And thank you for coming tonight. Take care.